Today, Liss and I are going to explore contentment.
Hi, and welcome to Light for Life. If you are returning to our channel, thank you. We value and appreciate you. If you are new here, you are most welcome. I am Liss. I'm a Science of Mind practitioner and a teacher of various healing modalities applicable to all aspects of the self and this life.
And I am Lori. I am a holistic wellness researcher and educator. Welcome to Connections with Liss and Lori.
I think this is a word that is used pretty frequently and probably without a lot of conscious awareness, like so many other words, right? But I think contentment could really go deep. And if I know our conversations, my friend, we're going to go deep. So what is contentment? For me, contentment is knowing, a very deep knowing that everything, literally everything that I truly need is already within me, is already given. It's already mine. It's already something, excuse me, it's already something that I don't even have to try to achieve. It's just already there. And it's a vibration of inner peace for me, for lack of a better way to describe it. To truly feel content for me is to literally desire no thing, no one, no particular outcome, no goal, no anything outside of me, because I already know that I've arrived in a way. I already know that everything that I need is already part of me. And this isn't to be confused with being complacent. Contentment and complacency are completely different things. So I would encourage anybody watching, don't confuse those two. To be content doesn't mean we're putting up and shutting up. To be content truly is, for me, it truly is a place of peace and knowing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for me, if I think about the word content, it's literally the word content.
Mm.
So to me, content is about what does this moment contain? What is its content?
Mm-hmm.
What is the content of my mind? What is the content of my heart? What is the content of what is taking place in my greater world? And how content am I with the content of my thoughts and my heart and my greater life? And so, like so many things, it comes down to, like you say, that inner peace, but also an acceptance of what is.
Mm.
I can't be in resistance or be holding judgment towards what is and simultaneously be content with what is. So it's about that place in myself where my own content is content with the way things are, where I accept that all is well and everything is exactly as it should be, sometimes in spite of appearances, that everything that comes is for me, that even if I can't see it, there's a gift in this, that everything is always exactly as it should be. The planets are in their orbits, all the stars are aligned, the sun rose this morning, all is well, all is well. And to accept that if something has arrived that I want to judge, that I want to think is wrong or shouldn't be happening or shouldn't be that way or whatever else, that would steal my contentment, to come back to that place of trust that says, no, all is well. Everything is exactly as it should be. And to be content to allow it to be what it is. And then, like with all things we accept, miraculously, it can change. Because just like it's not complacency, it's also not the lack of ambition.
Right.
I can still hold desire and believe fervently for it. I can still have ambitions and yet be content to be where I am in the state that I am and trust that everything is exactly as it should be. And so if anything appears to be missing, that must be because it's on its way.
I agree. I think contentment is a harmony in a way with not only what we have, but also with what we might not have that might enhance our lives. Like you said, it's not that we don't want to attract more. It's not that we don't want to attract more good or strive to be better. It's just that lack of that needing or forcing or the anxiety that can come with trying. It's the opposite. It's the flow, the harmony, and allowing what we're attracting to unfold. If that makes more sense? And it's a
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was literally going to say flowing with the unfolding.
yeah, yeah. It's
Literally.
true. And in the now, not falling so far forward into the future that it brings anxiety. It's really the flow of the now and bringing all of that into the now.
What I read the other day, and I actually posted about it. I'm so bad with time these days. Time is not what it used to be. So I don't know if it was a month or 3 months ago or where I read it or who said it, but I posted about it. And it was just so incredibly beautiful. And that was in relation to waiting and delay.
Mm.
We all know here in 3D, because we have time and we have space, we often experience having to wait in time and a delay in space.
Yeah.
And what this said essentially was there is no such thing as waiting or a delay. If we're experiencing that in 3D, it's because alignment is taking place in a higher dimension.
Mm.
So instead of experiencing it down here as a delay or as a wait, or, this is missing, to focus on the fact that in higher energetic dimensions, it's aligning. That's what's happening for me right now. And that just fosters that contentment and that harmony in the now, to know that it is on its way. It is aligning. And greater alignment is the more perfect manifestation. So it does
Wow.
unfold. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say a wow to that simply because there have been times when I have been so frustrated with the waiting. And you really pop the balloon of frustration right there because you can't possibly be frustrated with the alignment process. It's not coming now because you are in the process of aligning with that thing or that experience or that event or whatever. We cannot discount the importance of that alignment.
The more perfectly we align, the more perfectly it's going to manifest. I am not by nature a patient person at all. If I want something, I want it yesterday, and it's not going to come fast enough. And it's been a real struggle in my life to breathe and to trust and to wait. And another thing that came through to me that has helped me so much with that process is waiting. English is a phonetic language. We so often get attached to a word because of how it's spelt that we don't hear it.
Right.
And I heard the word waiting, as in getting heavier. So when something is energetically aligning and we experience that as a delay, not only does it have to align, but then it also has to take on 3D density. So it has to wait in order to come down here in order to have the necessary gravitas, the necessary density to actually manifest in 3D. So now whenever I'm waiting for something, I get to wait with joy. Because it's like, yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. I'm pulling it down. It's being magnetized. It's densifying. So I can wait with excitement. So I can experience a delay as alignment. And like you say, it does. It bursts that bubble of frustration. We just never need to feel it anymore. We can just be like, yay, I'm waiting, and experience it completely differently.
You know, every once in a while we do a recording and I think, oh my gosh, I love this one. And I have to say,
Only every once in a
oh my God.
while.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I always love our recordings, but every once in a while I'm like giddy because I never know where this is going to go. I never know what you're going to say. You never know what I'm going to say. But we have a conversation like this, and all of my frustration literally vanishes in air. And I like my cheeks are sore right now because I'm so excited about this that it just takes a whole new twist on it for me. There was a time from about mid-December until literally last week that I had zero movement in my work. And I mean, zero. And, you know, in the back of my mind, the whole time I'm going, okay, what am I lining up with? What am I moving into? What space is waiting to be unfolded? And everything you just said just made so much sense that I just think I have to laugh. Because the metaphors that you offer, it's all right there. It's all right there. We don't need to be frustrated anymore with why isn't this working? You know, I know that I'm doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing here, and I know I'm in alignment with this, but nothing is happening. What's going on? Am I in the way? You know, all of these questions that come up, and really it's just alignment and waiting. It's so beautiful.
Really, isn't it? And, you know, Laurie, it's such a habit of our egos. Whenever we're experiencing anything, to come out of contentment and go into that judgment where we start looking for what's wrong.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Something must be wrong.
Yeah.
Why don't we shift that to stay in contentment and go, it's all going right. It's all writing. It's all aligning. It's waiting. It's coming, and just hold that state. And I think that is what contentment offers us, is the ability to be in that space of trust where we don't go into the place of trying to find what's wrong. And maybe there's a tiny little place for that in the beginning, you know, just in case. Maybe there's something we need to correct. Maybe there's something we need to fix. But to ruminate for months,
Yeah.
making ourselves the problem, making the whole thing a problem, the whole it, whatever it is, shouldn't be somehow. It's wrong somehow. Let's not do that. Let's stay in that place of harmony and flow and contentment and trust. Because amazingly, I think it aligns faster and easier when we let go of those judgments like it's not how it should be. Yes, it is. Everything is always exactly as it should be.
And I do feel like it's important to, you know, have that little check-in. Okay, is there something I'm missing here? Is there something that I need to look at? Is there something greater that I'm not really seeing? And if there isn't, like you said, it really is just a matter of letting it go and trusting the flow. And it's something that I had to do over and over. It's like, you know, I feel like I'm doing all of the right things. I just have to wait. And I love your metaphors. I don't know what to say.
I'm so glad, honey. I'm so glad. And I didn't put my timer on, so I have no idea how long we've been chatting on this one.
I think we're probably good.
Thank you for connecting with Light for Life. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to work with one of us, you can find our contact information in the About section.
Please share your insights, your questions, and your comments with us. We value your feedback. And we really hope that we will see you for our next episode. We upload one every Thursday.
Until we connect again, we send you love and light.